My team and I were contacted by one Tim Anderson. Tim is the owner of this warehouse complex, and he has been experiencing some moments of paranormal activity. So was it just the once that you saw the ghost?
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like the first time I seen her clearly, but I seen her all kinds of times out of like the corner of my eye or shadows moving or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, I'm not a scaredy cat or nothing like that, but stuff kind of freaks me out. And then my warehouse workers, well, they start complaining. They hear a voice, a little girl's voice, and they turn around, nothing's there. So I'm just like,
Gary?
I just never seen grown men act like that, you know, like scared of a little girl's voice. So
Gary?
figured I'd call you guys.
Gary?
Yeah, Lionel.
Do we have more Doritos in the van? I'm out. What? Do we?
Yeah, well, Gary and I started the company. We don't make a lot of money off it. I mean, enough, I suppose. I don't believe in it. But, you know, he had the start-up. I had the fame. Well, yeah, I mean, it seemed a good idea at the time. I mean, how much cocaine can you sniff off a stripper's navel before it gets old? That's a lot, by the way. But, you know, it's time to grow up, do something serious in my life, do something that was worthwhile and meaningful. So I started the Paranormalists.
This is Jennifer. She's a highly experienced psychic, and she has a natural calling for channeling spirits from beyond.
It's so nice to meet you. Thank you. Can you tell me, is there any history of spirits here in the warehouse?
Well, you know, like I was telling Gary, you know, I seen some things, and some of the guys seen some things, and, well, I just ain't never seen grown men scared like that, so I figured I'd call y'all and see if we could sort it out. Excuse me.
What about the history of the warehouse? You know, I'm picking up a lot of spiritual energy.
Really? That's weird.
Why is that weird?
Well, it's just, you know, there ain't never been a church on here or nothing, and, I mean, my mom was really spiritual, but I don't think she's ever been here. Anyway, like I was telling Gary, you know, I just ain't never seen grown men
scared like that. Yeah.
How'd you do that? How'd you know? You know what I was gonna say?
I'm psychic. I just want to be clear. I take my job really seriously. I mean, really serious. But when the guy is going to give you an opening like that, I mean, you're going to take it, right? Anything to make your job a little easier. But I am a psychic. You know, I help police departments. I have helped the Franklin, Jefferson, and Washington and Bush County police departments in solving 4 major crimes. 4 major crimes and a minor. But anyway, and I have an extensive client base, and I do parties too. So, you know, if you're having like a girls' night out or something, it's really fun. But I also do psychic readings and tarot card. I'm really good with the Ouija board. You know, tea leaf reading. I haven't really learned the crystal ball yet, but I'm hoping, you know. And sensual massage, but totally just in the off season. It's not busy.
Hi, Lionel.
Hi.
What are you doing?
These are dowsing rods, Amy. They're tuned to detect paranormal activity.
Cool. How do they work?
Well, I don't really have time to explain the entire history of dowsing rods right now because, you know, we have a lot of work to do.
Oh, no, I didn't mean like that. I just meant like right now if you found a ghost.
Okay, well, first of all, ghost is not really a PC term. It's actually offensive to say ghost now.
Sorry.
The correct nomenclature is apparition. And secondly, I guess I could give you a brief run through on dowsing rods, but then I'd have to go over it in more detail later, and that could really take a long time.
Well, I'm cool with that.
Really?
Yeah, sure. It sounds interesting.
Oh, Lionel, you standing there with your rod in your hand again? That's disgusting, mate.
Rod in my hand. That's hilarious, Richard. You're always good for those, aren't you?
Oh no! Did you just poke Amy with your rod? That bad boy. That's I think I'm gonna have to report you to the HR department.
We don't have an HR department.
Yes, Yes, we do. It's new, and I started it today, actually.
Well, it doesn't matter, because I have a +3 cloak of invisibility, and you'll never be able to find me.
Yeah, Lionel's what we call a LARPer, which is a live action role player. And the problem is he's been doing it for so long, he's having a bit of trouble differentiating what's real and what's the role playing.
I'm a professional LARPer, live action role player. I currently rank 5th amongst Rangers in the Northwest region of the Global LARPer Society. It's a very prestigious honor because there are dozens, maybe scores of Rangers just in our region alone, and I'm number 5. So I'm also a renowned dungeon master. I have several people that play in my current land, and I'm working on an offshoot world right now that I hope to add to the Dungeon Kingdom. I've been sending some letters to the people at TSR about adding a couple of my lands to their module archive, and I'm very excited about that possibility because my lands are good and people should play them. All of my supplementary skills help me to be the best paranormal expert in the nation. I have hundreds of hours of documented EVP recordings and evidence of the paranormal, and I have 3 girlfriends. And they're all hot.
So, Tim, we finished the preliminary work, and now, as the sun sets, it's time for the dead zone. And before we enter the dead zone, is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Tim?
Well, no, just, like I said, I seen some creepy things, and, well, some of the guys seen some things, and, like I said, I just ain't never seen grown men scared like that, so,
Okay, thanks, Tim. Well, let's get started.
Whoa, hang on. Can you elaborate on that a bit more? Because this is actually the first I've heard of this.
Okay, Richard, not now.
No, seriously, Tim, you've seen some things.
well, yeah.
Could you expound on that?
What do you mean?
All right, let's get to work, everyone.
What area do you want to cover first?
You know what? Let's start upstairs. I was feeling a lot of energy up there.
Okay.
There's a box there. Hey.
Is there anyone there who wants to talk or tell us why you're here? We're not going to hurt you. We're here to help.
What is it?
I felt something.
What?
Something touched my neck.
Oh, Gary,
Right hand to God, Richard, I felt it.
that's your left hand.
The temperature dropped 20 degrees. Are you there?
These dowsing rods will cross if they detect any paranormal activity. Do you feel anything?
Not yet.
What? What?
There's a massive bang over there.
A massive bang?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
No, it's gonna be okay.
I know.
That's okay.
Did you hear that?
What?
Listen! That! What? That shadow!
I see it on the camera! You guys, I think I'm having an asthma attack.
Come on! There!
You're doing great. Keep going. You got it.
I got it! was fast. There! Let's go. What do we say?
You got it! You got it!
What do we... Is that it? Go. Yes. Go. No, Richard. Ghosts are so fast.
You got it.
Spirit, I call to you.
What? Where? Oh, God. What? Have you developed a spontaneous case of Tourette's or something?
Okay, so Amy got some really great evidence on her thermal cam. All right,
Okay.
check it out. Right there, a clear humanoid figure. It's amazing. You see him?
Oh, not really.
No, it's right there. Look.
Oh, right
you see
there?
it? No, that's a table, Amy. A humanoid figure. Right there. You see it?
No, I'm sorry. I'm not as experienced as you
You've
are.
got to be kidding me! To be a paranormal investigator takes some very special skills. Not everyone can cut it. Amy, I don't know if she's going to make it. Not everybody does. You know, you need good eye-hand coordination. You got to be quick on your feet. And you need common sense, which is not all that easy to find. I don't know why they call it common sense. They really ought to call it something else. Something like... I don't know, but something that implies that it's not all that common.
I'm gonna go investigate over there.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, you stay over here and tell me what you find. So this is my first job with Gary's team, and I don't know what Jennifer's deal is. She wouldn't stop freaking out. She hears things that no normal person could hear. She's way in touch with the other realm, and it just was too stressful for me, and I had to get away from her.
Lionel smells really awful. I mean, I didn't want to say it to his face or anything, but I didn't know how else to get him away from me. So, being annoying just comes really naturally to me. I mean, when I try, obviously, when I make the effort. Not like all the time or anything.
Hey. You okay? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, come on. Come on, babe.
Okay. Okay.
Oh. Why were we running?
Oh, Gary saw something, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Richard? Gary got kind of upset with me because I didn't see it.
What, the thing? Oh, don't worry about that.
Really?
Don't take it personal, okay? Gary's like this guy. They're all the same. They're desperate to see ghosts. They're desperate for other people to see ghosts. And they just kind of get a bit frustrated when there isn't any evidence.
Do you mean you've never really seen any real evidence?
What, you mean like proof? No.
But Gary said that you had that experience with ghosts.
What experience?
The thing with your daughter. But he said that you really believe in ghosts, but you just won't admit it.
He told you about my daughter.
Yeah.
I don't believe this. Gary!
Richard.
Gary!
It's okay. I'll
No,
just
it's
keep
not.
It between
It's
us.
not
If
okay.
you don't want
He
anybody
has
else
no right
to
to
know.
talk to you about anything like that.
Okay,
Gary!
well, I didn't mean to
Gary!
cause any problems, Richard.
Don't
I'm
you
sorry.
ever talk to me about my daughter ever again. You get it?
Okay.
Ever.
I'm sorry.
Gary! Gary!
What happened? Oh my God! Are you okay? Richard! 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 What? What?
So, we just had an amazing thing happen. It appears that Richard had direct contact with one of the ghosts that haunts this place. It was brief, but indisputable. So, tonight, we are going to use Jennifer's talents as a psychic and see if we cannot communicate with this apparition. It's gonna be great. Okay. Jennifer, are you ready?
Let's do it.
I can't believe they won't let us in there. I'm far better at channeling spirit energy than Jennifer is.
Richard, do you think you really saw a ghost?
I don't know. It was dark. It was quick. Everything happened really, and I got astigmatism as well. So.
You know, Richard, if you let go of the commonalities of the average human, you may be able to achieve the enlightened perspective of a truly psycho-enigmatic person. You could join my guild and my LARPing society.
Wow, Lionel, have you ever actually had sexual intercourse?
Now, this may come as a surprise to you, Richard, but I have tried sexual intercourse. I found it a bit repulsive and probably wouldn't engage in it again unless I was proactively breeding, which I am not.
Really? No surprises there, then.
Oh, look, they're starting.
We're experimenting with a new technique on Jennifer tonight. Paranormal scientists have proven that the strobe light can enhance psychic ability. How we doing, Jennifer?
Almost there. Okay, I'm connected.
Good. Is there anyone haunting this building?
I'm hearing... I'm hearing something. It's, very hard to make out. It's, something about a little girl.
Is it a man or a woman?
It's a man. It's... Oh, it's so faint.
Ask him to come...
Wait, he's coming closer. He says his daughter was murdered and he's here to avenge her death.
Avenge her death? Don't you think that sounds, I don't know, a tad cinematic?
I wish Gary would let me run the questioning when they do this. He never asks the right question.
You know, I don't think a ghost that's intent on avenging his daughter's death has even the slightest bit of interest in whether D.B. Cooper is still alive or not.
How do you know?
Well, what do you think they do, these ghosts, when they're not haunting? You think they just hang out together in some massive hotel lobby, exchanging ghosty stories over hors d'oeuvres and pink martinis? Bloody ridiculous. Oh. Oh. What is that smell? Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh.
I had cabbage stew for lunch.
Oh.
We need you to know that this is not a place to avenge your daughter's murder. This is a warehouse facility.
He says you're lying.
No, sir, I'm not. You've passed away. And you are now in a realm between heaven and hell.
He still says you're lying.
No, sir, I'm not. I'm sorry about your daughter's murder.
He says you're ugly.
Well, sir, Wait, what?
He says you should give Jennifer a raise.
Jennifer, really?
Oh, I'm losing him.
No, don't go!
He says he's gonna kill you.
I think you may have crossed over.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Okay, we have to go investigate.
Yeah, it came from that direction.
What are you doing? Holy water!
Oh, for God's sake. Is that the man that you were talking to, Jennifer?
It's hard to say. I don't think that's a man.
Well, whatever it was!
Okay, Gary, if that's an apparition, I would not go up there because he said he was going to kill you.
Ghosts can't harm the living, Lionel.
Well, but there's a documented case in Yellowvale, Nebraska of a woman that was strangled by an apparition.
Oh my gosh, he's coming towards us!
In here! Come on, get in! Get in!
Quick! No! All right, what the hell was that?
That was the apparition.
No, that was an apparition.
I'm a paranormalist, Richard. I know these things. I'm certified to
You're a
investigate.
certified bloody loon, that's what you are.
I'm a well-respected dungeon
Everyone
master.
stop!
We are professionals. There's no reason we should be running from paranormal activity.
Right. Right?
Yeah.
Right. Right. Then go and talk to it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
You going?
No! We're not scared of you!
Evidently not!
What am I going to do?
Whoa. Shh. What? You hear that? What? That cough. What? I recognize the cough.
What cough?
That was Tim's cough.
Tim!
What?
Tim? Tim, is that you?
Oh, for f***'s sake.
What?
So it turns out this place isn't haunted. Tim was just trying to drum up some publicity for his fledgling business by being on the show. Apparently, he didn't read the part of the show contract where it talks about how we don't air company logos on this show.
Absolutely, I still believe in apparitions. Apparitions, spirits, Mexicans, aliens, Sasquatch, D.B. Cooper, all of them. Just because some nutcase wants to play dress-up doesn't mean that I've stopped believing.
It was fun. It's kind of creepy. I'm the new girl here, so I just hope I can fit in.
What's up with this Amy chick? She's kind of a slut. I mean, I know this using my psychic abilities, so I'm just saying.
No, of course I don't believe in ghosts. I've never believed in ghosts. It's ridiculous. But it pays the bills, right? Plus, Amy is rather lovely, isn't she?
So I knew that wasn't the ghost that I'd been talking to, because mine had a way sexier voice.
Yeah, we'll keep at it. I promise. We will find indisputable proof of paranormal activity. Ghosts, cryptozoology, vampires, aliens, all of it.
What? So you guys aren't gonna run? You ain't gonna run the name of my company on your show? Hi, I'm Tim Anderson of
And now moving on to the fourth item on today's agenda.
Oh, for God's sake, Gary! We are not the bloody United Nations. Can't we please go down the pub and get pissed like normal people?
Would you please have the meeting minutes reflect the fact that Richard expressed extreme exasperation at the due process of paranormal investigation?
Have the minutes reflect that Gary is an anal-retentive bureaucrat who likes to waste everybody's time with pointless meetings that serve no purpose whatsoever.
Do you need an aspirin? So each week we have weekly progress meetings, which Gary leads. He's really organized like that. And today the agenda is whether or not to bring Tim on board as a paranormal fraud investigator.
This is bloody ridiculous. How can he possibly contribute? He's got a lower IQ than my dog, and I actually think he smells worse.
Listen, Richard, I think I can speak for everyone when I say how deeply shocked and horrified we were to find out that the Anderson warehouse haunting was just a clever deception.
He put on a nightdress and shone a flashlight under his chin.
Listen, to fool the paranormal...
He put on a nightdress and shone a flashlight under his chin.
Oh, I got special disguisatory skills, like crazy special. But I need to use my powers for good now, you know. Use my talents to help them. Expose them good-for-nothing frauds. Yeah, these guys need me.
To fool the paranormalists takes extreme mastery, Richard. You know that. Tim's gonna be a great asset to the company. Poacher turned gamekeeper.
Idiot turned moron. You know, I wasted a really hot date that night we were at the warehouse. Retarded. Can you check his aura for that?
Well, I don't even want to get paid.
Why, how about judging him for present stupidity? Really? I think he's retarded. Can you check his aura for that?
Look, you ain't even got to pay me. I just want to hang out with y'all.
And besides, I got a real lead for you this time.
Tim, we are still discussing your application. This is very inappropriate.
Right. Well, anyway, my Uncle Earl called, says he's got a vampire infestation in his barn, and it's a big one.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
A vampire? A vampire? Gosh, I don't know if we're equipped for that.
Yeah, I'm taking my...
Yep. Then we're equipped.
I'm taking my cloak of invisibility. You never know with vampires.
Oh, for God's sake.
Alright, so I've assembled the vampire chest, and I think you're going to be quite impressed.
Vampires are a particular challenge for paranormalist investigators. They bridge the chasm between the spirit world and the physical world. They're very, very dangerous, highly infectious, and scary as hell.
This is the Brigadier Melkram approved standard vampire hunting ordinance. Wooden crosses, holy water, rosary beads made of ash, naturally, Bible, garlic, wooden stake.
These are garlic supplement pills.
Yes.
You get all the benefits without the bad breath.
But it's supposed to be a string of garlic that you wear around your neck.
Oh yeah, like this.
I made that. Do you guys think it's pretty?
I think it's lovely. Very practical.
Thank you. Oh, God. Don't forget this.
A brief history of time.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 4. I like making jewelry and reading books on quantum mechanics. I'm formulating my own theory on the source of paranormal activity. It's based on the 11-dimensional biosonic M-string theory. I think vampires are extended objects. You know, like charged sources for differential form generalizations and an extra-dimensional vector field. Hey, do you want to see my new tattoo?
Is that a taser?
Oh, sure is. That was my idea. We had a bunch of them at the warehouse. I figured I'd bring in case, in case all this other stuff don't work out.
This is a vampire that we're dealing with, Tim. A transubstantive, ghoulish entity. I don't think that a taser is going to be much help. I think, in fact, you'll find that vampires typically are immune to electrical discharges.
Gary, you just completely made that up.
No, I did not. It would be really nice if you would keep up with current research.
I'm a very strong-willed person, very focused. But even I don't know that I could resist the overwhelming sexual magnetism of a vampire. You know, especially if he looks like Robert Pattinson. So I'm wearing this to protect myself in case he bites me. It's very spongy.
Richard's nice. He got me this job, and he always likes to read what I've written on my t-shirts. Lionel's fascinating. He's creative, and he knows so much about the paranormal. I don't usually like guys like him, but I'm open. Especially since he hasn't hit on me, which I'm not used to. Hi, Lionel.
Hi.
Look, I've got a Dungeons & Dragons t-shirt on. Do you like it?
I guess. Oh dear. I have to go.
Bad news, guys. Van's got a flat. We have to take Gary's car.
Oh,
Every time.
his car always smells like vinegar.
Actually, it's embalming fluid.
Oh, it sucks trying to get that smell out. I've tried getting it out of a bed.
Well, there's nowhere for me to sit.
Oh, yes, there is. There's plenty of room. Come on, squeeze in. Come on, climb in. You'll be fine. That's it.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Good. Comfy?
Yeah.
Oh, mind your head. No, that wasn't me. Oh, the flat tire. No, that wasn't me. No, it was flat. It was flat. I mean, it means obviously that we have to go in Gary's car, which is a great opportunity for me to get to know Amy a bit better. But it does mean that Lionel's going to be doing the map reading. Really, really hope he rises to the occasion. I really hope I rise to the occasion.
Okay, left. No. No, right. No, left. Definitely left.
Tim, I thought you said you'd been there before.
Well, never sober.
Great.
I think the hardest part of any of our work is getting to work. Because Gary insists on driving, only Gary can't drive at all. And Lionel insists on map reading because he's a dungeon master, but he can't read maps at all. Jennifer has a bladder the size of a pea. And for some reason, I really irritate people in a car. So you had us following this orange road here?
Yes.
This orange road?
Yes.
Right there? Mm-hmm. It looks like a road to you, does it, Lionel?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a road to me, Lionel. It's a bloody Doritos fingerprint.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Idiot.
Where'd the girls go?
Is that it?
Yep, that's it. I remember now.
Let the vampire hunting begin.
How do I think it's going to pan out? Well, on top of all the problems with the car, we've got the fact that this gig came from Tim, who is retarded, and he comes from a family of retarded, and we are driving out to his retarded uncle's barn to find one of his retarded vampires. So we're probably going to find some fat bloke in a camouflage t-shirt, scratching his balls through his shorts, waving a shotgun and saying, "I'm the Uncle Earl!" Whoopee!
I'm the Uncle Earl, and this here's my barn. And I ain't going in there if you don't mind.
How many times have you seen the entity?
Me? Well, once. I mean, he's real big, and he smells funny. He's got these sunken eyes all red and stuff, and nasty teeth, and skin white as death. Critter nearly made me soil myself first time I saw him. I ain't been in there since.
I felt for him. I really did. Facing a powerful, malevolent entity like that, close up. Mano a mano. Or mano, whatever. It's terrifying, absolutely terrifying. He's probably suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
You guys, I'm going to bed. Don't wake me up if you get it. I lost enough sleep over that damn critter.
Sure thing, Earl.
Yeah, and watch out for them teeth. I'm serious.
You bet. Good night, Earl.
Good night, Judy.
Damn.
Well, we should
Well, we should probably
go in? Go in, right.
Right.
After you.
No, after you.
No, you go.
Really? I can't. I've got readings to take.
Oh, that's a spirit level.
Yes, Lionel, you're absolutely right. That is a spirit level.
Oh, so you're gonna use it to find out how flat the barn is?
Yes, I am actually, amongst other things. Keep up with research, Lionel. It's very important.
Richard, is that important?
Well, this is very important. Do you want me to show you how to use it?
Oh, yeah, please. I
Okay,
don't
well,
know. Okay.
Take a firm grip of this end here.
Okay.
Grab it hard. That's it.
Okay.
All right, squeeze.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Got it.
For
Here I go.
crying out loud, let me.
Oh, no! Don't go in there!
I'm a natural leader. I can't help it. But sometimes when you're working in a complex group dynamic like this one, you need to step aside. Let the troops lead from the back, as it were. Give them a chance to shine. This was Jennifer's moment of glory.
Hello? Mr. Vampire? Anybody home? Here, vampire, vampire, vampire. Hello?
Stop. As I suspected. Guano.
Oh.
Lionel.
Doesn't taste like it.
You know what guano is, right?
Listen, just because I didn't go to some hoity-toity British private school doesn't mean I'm unsophisticated. Guano is made of avocado and garlic. Clearly, some other vampire hunter left this here to safeguard the entrance.
Oh, God. No, Lionel. Avocado and garlic is guacamole. What you're eating there is guano, which is a hoity-toity sophisticated British name for bat poo.
Bat.
Poo.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, so
Oh, God.
it was an honest mistake. Anyone could have made it. Actually, no, only Lionel could have made it.
There you go, buddy. Let it all out. Get it out.
God. I hate vampire crab. Oh, God, I hate vampire crab. Oh, it's in my stomach.
No, I think it's on my boot. Here. Drink this. It'll disinfect your insides. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy there.
I was hoping that we would get to the site before nightfall. But thanks to Lionel's map reading problems, it's dark. It's very, very dark. And that is really bad news for us because it means the vampire is probably active and it puts us all at a great deal of risk. Okay. I am going to go place the motion sensors in the four corners of the barn. Right now. Here I go. I'll just be hoping.
Oh, Christ. Is everyone all right? You okay?
Yeah, no, that was it. The vampire.
What?
In bat form. Do you think they're still attracted to human women even when they're bats?
Oh, for God's sake.
Wait, do you think vampires get lonely?
Where's Gary?
What? Gary?
Oh!
Gary, is that? What are you doing down there? Come on, get yourself up. What's that? All right, calm down. It was just a bat. It was just a bat. Yeah, you know, a mouse with wings. It's
It
fine.
was the vampire!
Not all bats are vampires, you know.
But all vampires are bats!
What? Have you been at the cough mixture again? Come on, get yourself up, man. You've got salary to pay.
Yeah, I'm on overtime.
Yeah, see what I mean? What? Overtime?
I've never told anyone this. But I lost my father to a vampire. I was 6. We were living in Modesto, California. And that fateful night, I was upstairs playing with my Bill Murray Ghostbusters action figure. This was before I got Dr. Egon Spengler. Played by famous comedic actor and director Harold Ramis. Anyway, my mother and father were downstairs having a big fight, which they did a lot. My father was yelling something, how she was a nagging shrew, how he hated her guts and wished he'd never met her and hoped he never saw her again. Anyway, he yelled some other stuff, something about her being a slut, and then the door slammed, and then silence. And that was the last time I ever saw him. I asked my mother where he was, but she wouldn't say anything, and then after about 3 months, she sat me and Bill Murray down and told us about that awful night. She said that during the fight, my father was bitten and dragged off by a vampire. She said that he loved us very much, but that he was undead now, and he couldn't come home in case he killed us and sucked out all our blood. That was the night that I gave up all of my Bela Lugosi figures. I hate vampires.
Thank you, Tim. You saved my life. I love you. I love you.
No problem, amigo.
No, I really love you. I think you might be my best friend. Apart from Eldron, my 7th level wizard companion, but I still love you.
You're all right.
Do you guys need a cross?
No, I don't spare any crosses. You keep them all for yourself. We want to make sure you're as protected as possible. Thank you.
I love you. I really, really love you. I love you.
You're a funny guy, Lionel. I love you too, man.
I love you.
I think I've worked out why Lionel hasn't hit on me. He's gay! I think he and Tim are lovers. That's cool.
Well, that Lionel sure is a funny guy. I mean, I think we're hitting it off real good and all, but he kind of reminds me of one of those grammar school kids. You know, the one that no one liked because he picked his nose or smelled real funny and stuff. So you had to be his friend, you know, especially when he wanted to do something weird like, you know, bury the neighbor's cat alive or, you know, put on Aunt Sally's nightgown and prance around like a little deer in the woods. I mean, everyone had a friend like that, right? Right?
Once the vampire steps into the circle, he'll be enslaved. He'll have to obey my every command, my every wish, my every whim.
Yeah, so Lionel's over there. I think he's drunk, which is a first. He's talking in Elvish.
I have a cloak of invisibility. Lionel, shut up! Atarema, Menelia, Karima, Indonelia.
Lionel, put down that box and stop talking in Elvish.
Mikrinia.
See? Gary? Gary!
It got me! It got me!
Awesome!
Guys, Gary's really sick. He's running a fever. We should take him to the hospital.
Well, there ain't nothing they can do for him now. We're gonna have to kill him. He's unclean!
Whoa! So's Lionel. I don't think it's worth sticking a wooden stake in his heart, do you?
But...
He's gone!
He's a vampire!
We gotta get out of here! There's 2 of them now!
So Gary's gone missing. It does look like something bit him on the neck. I don't know what it might be. Vampire? I need to smoke.
Come on, Gary Vampire. Time to go, man.
Gary.
Come on, Gary Vampire.
Gary.
Richard. Richard.
Whoa! Steady there, Notch. Jeez, is that raw garlic you're eating?
It's in case he tries to come after me.
No one's coming after you, mate. Not unless they're wearing white coats and driving an ambulance. Believe me.
It disappeared.
What?
My cloak of invisibility.
You can't find your cloak of invisibility?
No.
You can't see your cloak of invisibility?
That's what I just said.
Your cloak of invisibility is invisible. Is that what you're telling me?
What is your problem, man? I just told you my cloak of invisibility disappeared. Why can't you take me seriously?
Once the vampire steps into the circle, he'll be enslaved. He'll have to do my every command, every wish.
What are you doing? Wait, Jennifer. Listen, you didn't mean what you said earlier on, did you?
What?
You know, in the car, we were talking about my gear stick.
I'm girding my loins.
Right. Take him off the team. That's very noble of you, actually, Jennifer. I'll be careful, though, if I were you. I'd be playing tricks with you. I mean, well, you know, if Gary's a vampire, you might end up seducing him instead.
Nope, nothing wrong with my memory.
Ah!
What?
Look! Nosferatu! Begone, Satan! Inventor and master of all deceit! Enemy of man's salvation, begone! Begone!
Is that...
Holy water!
It's Gatorade!
In case I got thirsty.
Holy Gatorade!
I had it blessed.
Cherry flavor! Gary hates cherry flavor.
I really do.
Any of you guys packing food? Because I've really got the munchies. Hey man, how's your neck?
His neck? What do you mean his neck?
That dude shot him with the taser. When he dropped the box, right in the neck. I saw the whole thing from where I was sitting up in the rafters. You guys are funny as hell.
So you mean I'm not a vampire?
I don't think so. Why? Do you want to be?
I don't know, possibly.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Wait a minute. Mitch?
Judy?
Whoa, hang on. You two know each other?
Yeah, that's Mitch. That's my cousin on my mom's side. What are you doing here?
I'll tell you what he's doing here. Red eyes, funny smell, high cackling laughter. He's getting high.
Uncle Earl never uses this place. He's afraid of the bat.
The bat? He's not afraid of the bat, you moron. He thinks you're a vampire. He's afraid of you.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
So there's no vampire?
No, Amy. There's no vampire. There's just a bat and a bloody stoner.
Come on, guys. Let's go home.
Take it easy, Mitch.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes. Yes, I'm fine.
So no vampire infection?
No vampire infection, no vampire bites, no blood disease, no virus, nothing. Just a couple of taser burns and a mild case of diarrhea. Otherwise, I'm clean.
Oh, God, you must be so pleased. That's great.
Yeah, I suppose.
Come on, mate. Let's get you back to the office, give you a nice cup of tea. That'll cheer you up, right?
Hey, Gary. I'm sorry I shot you.
Now, don't worry about it, Lionel. You were very drunk.
Drunk like a skunk.
Doesn't even mean anything.